27-yard line.
27-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 27. Now a give right side. Brooks. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
From the 31, Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Martin, the return. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
On 2nd and 15 now. Brissett. Funches has it complete. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they...
And this is caught. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Point after try forthcoming. And it's good to make it 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board.
Hey, 43, 15. Check 55 to Mike. I got you.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes flush to his right. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Now a first carry for Donnell Pumphrey. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
3 bud. Yellow. 53, Mike. Okay, cover. Here we go.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
15. Hey, we got Mike, number 53.
Throwing again on second down. Mahomes. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs.
Easy. Let's go. Hey, 57. Yellow. Jim. Check 4. Attack. SOS.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people.
It's caught inside the 25. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. Here's Brissett. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Brissett. And that's going to be incomplete. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess. And it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Brissett sets to throw it. And it's caught. Touchdown. In for the score. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked...
He's got a man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 39 yards there, a big one.
Attack! Hey, 43.
They go play fake. Mahomes. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
Bravo!
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right.
Let's bring it!
And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. Flushed out right. He'll run it. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
They go play action. Now Mahomes sliding out of the pocket. Kansas City touchdown.
Mahomes on the keeper. Touchdown.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
They'll take over. 1st down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Man, I got you. Man, I got you.
Taylor trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Gain on the play. It's 3rd and 10.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Here we go. 50. Mike 50.
On 3rd down, Brissett. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
he's caught everything that's been thrown his way, a dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. So that'll back them up 5. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. This will be fielded at the 17. 62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10.
At their own 27-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 27. They start on the ground with Pumphrey. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs.
Big stop, G. Big stop.
Working from the gun, Mahomes escaping the pressure right. He's got his man. That's Hardman. 25 yards that time. On 1st down, Mahomes. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep. That's caught inside the 20. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play, and even 40 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They'll run here with Pumphrey. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. Buying time to his left. He may try and run. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Down in this one, they needed that score, but they'll have to hold at least for the time being.
You're exactly right. Points that they had to have. As you said, they have to regroup now and see if they can get them another way.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. This is taken about 7 yards deep. He's got the lane, and there he goes. He's at the 30, 10, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Officially, that goes down as a kick return of 107 yards. What a run, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point right down the middle, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. This fielded at the 2. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Frank Clark just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now Brissett. It's caught by Funches. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
Check the backer, check the backer.
Brissett. And he'll find Hall. And he will take it in for the touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
We got this.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. To throw, it's Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs.
Check 43. Watch twist. Hero 15.
From the gun, it's Mahomes, eluding the pressure right. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. 1st down for the Chiefs, solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Mike. Yellow. Mike. Tackles.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the 1st, getting 14 yards on the scramble. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Switch. Watch twist. Check nickel.
Hey, Sunday.
Mahomes now to throw. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A very solid gain of 27. Mahomes now hitting on 2/3 of his passes. 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. Rolling to his right. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down.
Brings up second and 7.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
Looked to me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield, and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. Now Mahomes, flush to his right, and he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes, his 2nd touchdown of the night as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point splits the uprights, and they're within 7 now at 28-21. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Here we go. 26-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Mike. Yeah, let's go second.
From the shotgun, it's Brissett. He goes full extension, and he's got it.
Brissett's pass complete to Paris Campbell. A gain of 5 brings up 3rd and 6.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Welcome back now here in London, as it looks like we are just about set and ready to begin with the 4th. To throw is Brissett. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor, and it's a 1st down. Brissett now 15 out of 17 through the air, only 2 incompletions. It's 1st down. Taylor. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Chris Jones on the stop. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
It's 3rd and long for Brissett. And the pressure gets to him again. Chris Jones, his 2nd sack of the night.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's a gain of 34. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now here's Mahomes, eluding the pressure right. It's Hill, complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. He got 29 yards that time. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Give him 3 on the gain there, 2nd and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Steps away. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. They'll try and run for it. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. They run with Taylor. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. They come up here on 1st and 10. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Brissett looks to throw, and this is going to be intercepted. Darren Lee picks it, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Back to throw, Mahomes. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be caught. Touchdown. And they've broken our tie here in the final minute. Butker now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and they've jumped back ahead, 35-28. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of two halves, won't you?
Right, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened, because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
On 1st down, it's Brooks. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Brooks. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. On 3rd down, Brooks. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. A great come-from-behind victory in this one, Charles, and really the difference, obviously, was that 4th quarter. They dominated.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O, I ain't come to play with you.
Yeah.
Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. I can't spend the day with you. I'm minding my business. I ain't getting paid with you. I color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I'm made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support ride. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time, another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winning side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field. Hey, yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I done grabbed a few. Can't match this attitude. I wear